Initiating hypergate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hypergate activated. The portal to illuminating the collective consciousness has finally opened. Please enter the hypergate now.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's David Palmer, Leo King, and welcome to your weekly tarot report for the week of September 20th through the 26th of 2021. Thanks so much for being a part of HYPERGATE. Of course, this is the show where I'm going to pull cards of what's going on with the collective, just overall, and the energies, and then pull for our romance for just the collective and see what's going on. And then, of course, pull some cards about how those are combining together. So let's see how this one's going to go. I have created a way for me to show you the cards and have me in it. So we're going to do, of course, what's going on with the collective this week. Of course, we got a full moon week. We got Mercury retrograde coming at the end of this week. We got a lot. We got the sun coming into Libra. We got a whole new season. We got a whole new, change on the earth going on this week. So this is going to be a big one. Definitely a lot going on in so many different areas with this full moon in Pisces, and also the changeover into Libra season, so it's a big equinox moment. So in many ways, we can kind of look at this reading as also like what to expect for the next 6 months too. So it's a pretty major reading here. So, right? It's like, okay, yeah, there's a lot going on. A lot going on here. I'm gonna cut this deck here and see what's going on here. That card kind of came out. What's at the bottom of this deck? Oh, Ten of Swords, getting out of old patterns. That's good. I'm going to be using this Morgan Greer deck, and I'm using the, I forgot what the name of this one. Oh yeah, the Wisdom of Avalon Oracle deck here. It'll be interesting. Hope everybody's been doing well. I'm sure you can feel the energy, the stillness that's going on in the universe. Definitely, you're really slowing down with the energies. All right, what's at the bottom of this? The Serpent. Interesting. Which this card has to deal with knowledge, healing. So just seeing what was there. First card that we got is, we did get the Ten of Cups in reverse as our first one. How does that show to you all? Yep, that shows the way that it is. We got the Empress upright. We got the Death card as our challenge card. Upright. We got the Judgment card. Wow, in reverse is our overall. It's going to be a really big reading. And we got the Sun card reversed as our spiritual advice. Well, I think collectively, a good way to look at this is it's definitely a time for us, I think, getting out of the imaginations or what the illusions were of such beautiful, like maybe dreamy things that really don't have the ability to hold the weight. And it's weird, my intuitive reading was about this, so this is already coming out. Of course, because that Empress holds and knows how to hold that energy and hold what's pure and right and create. And right now, I think energies where we know aren't creating from the good parts of our life, we have to let go of the challenge, that Death card. And so that Death card definitely is a challenge. It can be very hard, like having to let things go or having to make a change in order to allow maybe things to be created in the magical form that we want. We had that Ten of Swords that popped up, so there was a little bit of like us sending old patterns of things or patterns and things that we want to change finally. We got that Judgment card reversed. You know, definitely overall, it almost feels like this is a huge judgment call, like that. You know, we want to make the right call. We don't want to make a call that goes against our mission or the divine. And also, spiritual advice is definitely remembering what our true soul is, and also to do the conscious work to be in our true soul, and not to give light to things that are not from our truth and not from that light. We got the dog here, the loyalty, the sincerity, and the unconditional love. And I pulled that here for this Ten of Cups to see what was going on here. So, you know, it's almost like that loyalty and that unconditional love can't support a magical dream. Of course, that card can definitely deal with love because it is a Ten of Cups, right? And it's always about the family. But it's just the rainbow energies of the positive, like things that we really want to see, wish fulfillment to, like, it's full fulfillment, right? And it's like, unless it's coming from an unconditional place of love and loyalty and sincerity, if it's not sincere, it definitely won't hold that weight. We got the cow here, so, you know, I love this cow card because it is a card that definitely is talking about the nourishment, the abundance, and the way that we receive life, but also the way that we know the value of things. I got that. I'm pulling that just in the middle here and then at the end. So it's like things that are not nourishing us definitely are things that need to end. And with that Sun card, reverse joy. Yeah, you know what? The only thing that the Sun does bring is joy. And if we don't know how to live in joy, we don't know how to enjoy our things, then we're not living in our conscious self. And I think that's going to be very important for us to pay attention to. With that Empress reverse, we got the Knight of Cups. Definitely moving forward emotionally into things that really are real, that can transpire to be real, that want to hold that beautiful energy of creation, and to move our emotions into those directions. When it comes to that Judgment reverse, Page of Cups. Yeah, it's like energy that's not excited, fun, or even willing to really either communicate emotionally or speak emotionally, or making us feel like, you know, we're not really in our exciting and joyous self isn't really the place to put our energies, because it's probably not on the same mission of life, or it's pulling us from our godly journey or our commitment to our mission. When it comes to love, it'll be interesting to see what's coming up for love right now. First card that we got here is the Hierophant upright, so it's going to be interesting. We got the Star card reversed. All the majors are popping up like crazy. I'm just, wow. Oh, well, two cards came out. So the Queen of Swords and the Emperor reversed is what came out for our challenge here in love. So that's kind of interesting. And what do we get here is our overall. We got the Five of Pentacles reversed. And our spiritual advice that we got here is the Devil reversed. So this is a pretty intense love reading. I mean, definitely the Devil against the Pope, right? You know, definitely there's a loyalty element, especially it's with this dog card, which is interesting. Love, like energy that's also wanting to make commitments. You know, it is a card about making traditional commitments, right? Like actually like showing up fully. Like it does hold the keys of the papacy, of course, but there is that understanding of like, you know, we can unlock so much in life by committing ourselves to God or committing ourselves in a relationship or making commitments in love. Like I think that non-committal energies right now, love-wise, are not gonna do well. So if you're like looking at this reading, asking, you know, why something might not be going right, or if something's going good, like how well is the commitment energy going? The Star card reversed is don't be afraid of, you know, if you're not getting that, we're going to do some clarifying cards, but if you're feeling like you're not able to connect with the divine, you're not able to feel like you can be yourself, or you feel like restricted in some sort of way, or you're afraid to kind of start from that, you know, humble and more naked, raw self, like it's too hard to even make commitments. We got an Emperor reversed and a Queen of Swords reversed. This is not about, and maybe the problem is, I think that maybe in relationships people are having a hard time understanding and defining what the relationship is at, where it's at, and maybe, you know, part of it is like maybe you're over trying to find that out instead of just stay with commitment, or if there's no commitment, these are hard times to figure out if a commitment's there or not. But it's really, I think, not hard, because the truth is coming out on whether or not are you dealing with somebody that's a victim and they can't get over that, or are you victimizing yourself? You got the Devil card reversed to kind of spiritual advice, like definitely don't trap yourself in some place to some commitment or some sort of energy that like would pull you away from your self-respect, your goodness. This is going to be quite interesting. What's up with that Devil reversed? We have the Ace of Swords reversed. Yeah, this is not a time to try and puncture a new reality with the devil, or try and intellectualize, the reason why that you should be starving yourself and being chained to the energy that doesn't feel good to you. It could also be about, stop making up excuses about, excuses are always creating a new reason why you should stay in something, especially the devil reversed, right? So it's like, yeah, I think that you can't keep making excuses for certain things. We got a Nine of Pentacles here with a Five of Pentacles, so definitely this is about knowing your value and your worth overall, and realizing you don't need to play victim anymore, or even deal with energy that feels victimized. This Emperor reversed, Queen of Swords reversed is coming with a Nine of Swords. Definitely, the only thing, there's a lot of worry right now about identifying the strength and the power and the clarity, and if it feels like that's becoming something to worry about, then you need to pay attention to it, and the challenge is going to be honest with it. And we do got a Death card here with a cow, so I mean, there's definitely stuff coming up about like, being honest and facing the truth. Like if there's anxiety coming up about not knowing a direction and not being clear on what that person wants or what you want, like you need to really look at, what's up with that transformation there, that Death card. Is it true? Is it real? I've got a Three of Pentacles here with that Star card. It's about building things together with people. This card could also in love readings mean like another person or stuff like that. Although I'm not feeling that with this Star reverse. I'm feeling more like nothing can happen from a new state if there is not like kind of like a team effort. Like, and that's what commitments are about. And we got the Knight of Wands there. So definitely energies for commitments right now are going to be big. I think, this could be reigniting the flame within a relationship. This could be starting new relationships, but energies that are kind of teeter-tottering on the whether they should or not, and that's become more of the equation, or feeling like you have to create excuses constantly of why you have to stay and it's not really going well. Those aren't going to do too well. More confirmation than that. Look out yonder. You know what I mean? Look for the energy that wants to look on the horizon for the big picture, and not the energy that wants to stay trapped in the excuses. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I think that, what? I pulled that for here. I wanted more things. There's no anxiety when we know that somebody wants us, or is one, especially to commit, and is excited about commitment, or is excited about building traditions together, or having the same belief systems. That's a big one too. If belief systems are off, I know that's going around like wildfire right now. Belief systems off. Or people who aren't really like saying a belief system but aren't living it, that could come up. I'll pull one more card for this Knight of Wands here in that Hierophant. Yeah, Nine of Wands reversed. It's like any defense is up about making the commitments, and especially in jumping towards, the Knight of Rods that is excited for love and ready to go. It's like that's going to be pretty clear to see where the defenses are kind of maybe worrying you, or not. If you're having defenses, maybe it's like kind of paying attention to those things, like, and not just like pushing them away, making sure that you don't want to get stuck. We got the Cat. Independence, healthy boundaries. I mean, I think that, committed relationships have that, it's like having healthy boundaries and still being the unique self that you are. And we got the Stag here, pride, leadership. Definitely this seems like a challenge, like maybe, one person is trying to define things, the other person's not. That could be coming up, or together trying to figure out what you're doing together. But, I think a lot of it is understanding what to create, what pentacle to hold. The Queen of Pentacles has all the ability to manifest, and and wanting to manifest. Now we got the Swan too, transformation, trusting the psychic gifts. That's definitely going to come with that Devil reversed. I mean, that Swan's coming in here. It's a black swan, right? But this is a white swan. Like, so it's like, do you want to go let the black swan come into your life, or do you want the white swan? If you understand that. But for those that don't, this is definitely a moment for you in your life to go, anything right now is intuitively that honestly is, telling you to change something and get out of any dark situations. You definitely want to take that White Swan into the right place. Overall, for both readings, I got the Earth Fairy here, physical health, grounding, foundations. We need that in all parts of our life right now, especially to make what's real. So, she's coming up to look at what's real and making sure that those things are real. When it does come to a couple cards here to see what we got here, we got the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. so many majors. This is a major time for us. You know, allowing the tables to turn in our life, letting fortune come in and allowing it to happen, and holding the space that we are in, a grounded space, to have it. Any energy that's not, let that wheel out for something to wheel back in into our lives. We got a Five of Swords reversed. I don't think that we need to try too hard for something. I think that, you know, we shouldn't have to stand up for ourselves so much right now. Like when fortune's coming to the grounded and to those that are available for that, whether that's love or just in your own life and the collective. We got Three of Cups reversed. You know, might not feel like it's the biggest party, but I think that, you know what? It's all about who we're with, and that creates the energy of feeling. We might be around energy that's not vibrationally feeling like a party. Why is that? I want to find out why. Oh, heartbreak, but reversed. It's like, you know what? People all have their own stuff. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, I know I'm right. People might have their own stuff going on, like, but we don't want to be around energy that, like, we know it's not the best for us, but, like, we're making excuses. I feel like there's, like, yeah, there's sorrow waiting for us around the energy that's making excuses or is not wanting to really enjoy this ride, enjoy this life. Pick one more card here. We got focus, you know. Stay focused on what you're doing. Stay focused on the trail and the path and the truth. I got the Hawk too. Well, omens, messages, they're coming through for us this week, and they're coming through for us and where to focus our energy and what to pay attention to. And there's lots to pay attention to. And one more last overall. Fucking Six of Pentacles. What's equal, what's fair, what's wanting to do the same mutual exchange and be part of the circle of life in the right way. I appreciate you all. I hope this reading helped. Definitely lots of majors, lots of stuff coming up that definitely, I think, for all of us, you know, for whatever reason is coming up to bring us some great fortune. We got to stay grounded in that and own that, not be afraid of that, and let the wheel turn for where it's going to go, and not trap ourselves, and not be in joy, and not be in our true self, and get off the path, especially with that Judgment reverse. We had so much there. You can rewatch this video. It was definitely a good 15-minute read. I appreciate you all so much. Sending you my best, and I'll see you on the next report. Adios.
Initiating hypergate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hypergate activated. The portal to illuminating the collective consciousness has finally opened. Please enter the hypergate now.